Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to a TW White & Sons new car video. Okay, here we have the Mazda CX-30. This particular car is trim level is the GT Sport, and it's presented in mica black paint and with the black leather interior. Now I do apologise if the shots are a little bit up close, but this is quite a confined area, our lower showroom. But hopefully you'll be able to appreciate this car from this video here. So this is a 5-door. It's like a medium-sized SUV vehicle. It's a GT Sport, and this has got Mazda's Skyactiv X engine. So this is a high compression, extremely efficient, low emission combustion engine, and it produces 180 PS, so that's the power output, which is exceptional for a 2-litre car. It's a very linear power delivery, but it basically equates to low emissions and very low fuel consumption. So very good on the pocket and on the environment. Now if I start at the rear of the car, this car has an auto tail lift. Okay, which comes in very handy. I know when I'm with my son, he's only 2 years old, and I've got him and a bag of shopping, that comes in very, very handy. Now, you've got a handsome sized boot, and referring back to my young family, I can fit his pram in and all these bits and pieces, so very practical. And it's also got this smart boot. So if you've got some shopping, I don't know if you've ever put shopping in your boot and then you go to get it out and the shopping's all over the place. Well, with this smart boot, you can make a sort of divisions in the boot, and you can stop that from happening. So it's really handy. It may sound gimmicky, but it's really, really practical. You've got a 60-40 split rear seat there. You've got a nice LED boot light, which is nice and bright, and you've got the parcel shelf that literally pops out to give you even more room should you need it. So you can either press this button here or press the key fob to have the boot close. Voila. And that is very, very handy. Now let me show you these lovely alloy wheels the car comes with. Okay, now these are 18-inch, okay, and they're like a silvery chrome finish, which I think is very nice, and nice bit of rubber there, so less susceptible to being curbed, but I always seem to manage to do it. Let me open up the car. So actually just want to show you something. The car has some very good convenience features on the car. So if I open it, the lights will come on, you know, so when I approach the car, I can see the car in the car park. I can set it so when I lock the car, the lights will stay on for 30 seconds, 60 seconds to see me to my front door. So that's handy, you know, I can get my keys out, open up the house, etc. These cars do have smart keyless entry. So if you've got the key in your hand, on your person, in a bag, it will detect that and the doors will open. The door will be unlocked, sorry, and when you walk away, the car will lock itself, providing you've got the keys on you, so the keys won't get locked in the car. Now, you've got a very nice opening there, so really easy to get things in and out. And once again, referring to my young family, nice and easy to get the child seat in and out, or if I was to take my elderly parents out, they can sort of slide in and slide out of the car nice and easy. You've got an armrest there with drinks holders, and you've got the ISOFIX anchorages. You've got these lovely perforated black leather seats, and the passenger seat is manual, back height adjustable. You've got this lovely sort of dark brown dash, beautiful door cards, and you've got a bespoke BOSE sound system designed for this car, so not an afterthought, actually designed for the car. Now on these 180 PS, so the Skyactiv X cars, the sunroof is standard. So it's a very well equipped car. Now I'm going to get in and go through a few more of the bits and pieces. Before I sit in the car, you've got your electric windows here, wing mirrors, and they all adjust there. You've got electric memory seats that you can change. You can set the memory on. So you've got forward, backwards, up, down, tilt forward, tilt back, and the backrest there. And you've got lumbar support there. So that's eight-way electric seats, which you can set. So, for example, you and your partner or the second user of the car, so you don't have to keep fiddling around. You've got your auto tail lift there. Okay. Here, now this car has a lot of safety features and parking aids. You can switch them all off here, but I'll go through them in more detail in a minute. You can turn your parking sensors off here. You've got your traction control, which helps keep you on the road as safely as possible, brake as safely as possible, not wheel spin. And it's got an intelligent i-stop, so stop-start system, so engine stop-start, which will turn the engine off and back on in a seamless operation when you're in traffic. So let's hop in the car. Right, now, if the key is on your person, now you get 2 keys with these cars. On the key, you've got open and lock. Now, you don't really need these buttons because the car will detect if you're standing by the car and you go to open it, the car will open and it'll lock itself as you walk away. But the tail lift, auto tail lift, pressing that as you approach the car is handy. And also, if you've got somebody in the car and you lock the car, you can press off and that turns off the sensor in the car, stops the alarm going off, and that can be a bit embarrassing. So when you're in the car, put the clutch down, this lights up green, push the button and she fires into life. Now I just want to do that again and show you how the dash lights up. I think it's just beautiful. It's sort of backlit. I think they call it a TFT dash. Look at that. Really nice. Gives it that real premium look and feel. And I must say, this is very premium. If you've not sat in one of the new generation Mazdas, particularly the CX-30 and the Mazda 3, please do. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Got a lovely rimless mirror here, which I really like. Got your sunroof. Okay, but it's a really nice place to be, and obviously you spend most of the time in the car rather than looking at the outside of the car, so I think it is very important. Okay, so we fired up. It says here low level of fuel. With the cars in the showroom, we always have as little fuel as possible for safety purposes. Okay, you've got your rev counter, your speedometer, temperature and fuel gauge. The steering column up, down, in and out. Okay, you've got auto wipers on that side, auto lights. The lights are adaptive LED lights, so when you've got your lights on, they will follow as you steer. If someone's coming the other way and you've got your full beam on, it will dip the full beam enough not to blindside the oncoming driver, and it won't just dip the whole lights. It will dip just the part of the lights that need to be dipped, if that makes any sense. It's fabulous. I'm sure there's some YouTube videos on Mazda's adaptive lighting that will probably explain and illustrate it better than I can. You've got your cruise control here, and it's adaptive cruise control. Mazda call it radar cruise control. So for example, if you set the car 70 miles an hour, the car in front slows down. Even if it's some distance away, the car will detect that and slow down accordingly, and then speed up again when that car in front speeds up. So that's very useful, because I don't think the UK roads have, you don't get much opportunity to just set your speed and off you go. You're always adjusting it. You've got you can answer your phone here nice and safely, adjust your volume, tracks and info. You can look at your MPGs and bits and pieces like that. Okay, now the car has a heads-up display. I don't know if you can see that there. So that'll give you your basic sat-nav functions, your speed, road signs, speed limits, etc. Really useful. If the car detects you're sleepy, it can actually detect that. It's really, really clever. I may yawn and all of a sudden it comes up, you know, take a break. It's just unbelievable how it knows that. So really, really useful. If I veer out of a lane and I don't indicate, the car thinks, hold on, you might be dozing off, you're not paying enough attention, it will also warn me. And if somebody was to overtake me, I don't know if you can see a little triangle there, that will light up just to say, look, someone's overtaking you, don't pull out. And if I'm reversing out of a parking bay, for example, in the shopping centre car park, someone's coming the other way, they'll both light up just to say, be careful, there's sort of a cross traffic, it's called a cross traffic alert, somebody's crossing your path, which is really, really, really useful. Right, okay, now let's get down to this. Heater, very important at this time of year. You've got dual zone climate control. You've got heated seats. You've got a heated steering wheel as well there, which is really good. Really, really good at this time of year. We used to think these things are gimmicky, not at all. Hard to live without them now. The car has a CD player. You've got a USB here for charging and also to read information, and you've got one here as well. You've got drinks holders there. It's lovely piano black finish cover there. 6-speed box, and this really, really reminds me of the MX-5. I've been in the Mazda world for the best part of 20 years, and the feel of the Mazda gearbox, the MX-5 gearbox, is nice and precise, and that's definitely followed through onto these SUV cars all throughout the entire range. So it's got that nice, positive, sporty feel, without compromising, you know, usability and comfort, etc. You've got this multimedia commander here, and you've got the finger brake, so like a handbrake, but you can use it with a finger. Don't worry about those hill starts. The car has hill hold assist, so it gives you enough time just to find your biting point. You've got this big dial here, and you can operate this multimedia system that's here right in front of you. Now this has got a slight angle, so it's, you know, it's not dead straight, which is good. So you're not too distracted as you have to look over. You know, you've got all the information there. If I go to the home screen, you get the clock, and then you've got this menu. Now you've got information. Information is fuel efficiency and bits and pieces like that. So you can see, you know, your average drive, you know, what your MPG is. You've got vehicle status, so it tells me I'm low on fuel. You can also set like maintenance reminders there, and you've got an owner's manual that you can access through here, which I think's, you know, pretty decent. I rarely pick up a manual, but I'll probably go through that. Entertainment, FM, AM, DAB, Bluetooth, USB 1, 2, CD, okay. Communication, so once you pair your phone up, you get your phone book, call list, dial call, missed calls, etc., and you can access that safely and take and make calls safely as you're driving along. And you've got a comprehensive sat-nav system there. You can search by postcode or name, town, etc. Okay, and you can find points of interest like restaurants, cash dispensers, all the useful things if you're in an area you don't know and you need to get out. All right. So you've got that there. Now let me also show you your rear camera. So you've got a rear camera, you've also got front sensors, and you've also got, I don't know if you can see that, the passenger wing mirror dips, and that's good because you can see like the curb as well, so that does help in parking. Okay, so we've covered I've covered most things that I can think of, but I'm sure there are lots of other things that I have perhaps forgotten. Any questions, give us a shout. If you want a more specific photo or video, do not hesitate to ask. We can do a lot of things remotely. We can do an online consultation. Part exchange is extremely welcome, and we have some fantastic finance offers on these cars with 0% or deposit contributions. It's fantastic. Please inquire for further details. And also, when you do inquire any time of day. We do work remotely, and we work on a flexible basis, so we can often respond out of hours. So please try us on phone, email, social media, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.